Who's at this beat?
Uncle, boom. You just gotta realize that everybody's gonna be on your tail from 5 o'clock until the day you die.
Early bird, get the worm, oh, you know I get it. Cuban link with the pendant, you know I spent it. Red cup full of Remy, oh, you know I sip it. Bad and bougie, looking for, you know I'm picky. You know it, you know it, you know it, I get it. You know it, you know it, you know it, I get it. You know it, you know it, you know it, I get it. You know it, you know it, you know it, I get it. I'm getting money, bank slips and bank deposits. Got plenty hoes, I sing to them like hard timers. Lane switcher, speeding through, Ricky Bobby, pissing on me on the block.
What up, what up, what up? Triple H. We back, baby!
Yes, sir. We're back.
Like back at it on the 1st and the 15th.
Triple salute.
What up, brethren? Brothers. Oh, man. Another episode, another raucous, crazy, off the hook, untamed gorillas, wild Thundercats. Talking sports, keeping it real, giving our expert opinion without having to be experts. We know it in our hearts. We are experts. We've been doing this long enough now.
Facts.
We should be able to call ourselves experts, really.
Right.
I'm with it. I'm with it
too.
Yeah, I think so. Like we pros of the game now. So first and foremost, shout out to everybody. Happy to see everybody in good health and spirits. Everybody that's here. DJ's not here to talk his smack about the Cowboys getting pickings, but we'll get to that later. But now that they got one player, we going to the Super Bowl now. We're gonna win it this year. This is our year. So first and foremost, D80, real quick, brother, give us an update on anything you're working on.
Doing some things with tennis. The Case Western Reserve team, they hit the Division III, but they're headed out to California to go to the final rounds to hopefully win. Man, if they win, it's gonna be freaking amazing. Yeah, so we just did a hype video for them last weekend. That should be coming out, within a day or two. I kind of fucked up the logo, so I had to do it over. So I had to send it back to them today, so it should post soon. But yeah, they doing their thing. So salute to them working with that. And then today we just shot the and I didn't even know these people existed. It's called Moonshot, and they're a subsidiary of NASA. It's a almost pretty much an African American run outfit. And they come and they coach urban youth, and they coach them and teach them how to do things that NASA does. Work a rover, use remote satellite control. They bring a planetarium,
stuff like
man.
That, right?
Yeah, it was amazing to see those young kids just start believing that they could be something other than whatever it is that they're thinking. It just looked like it elevated the whole thing, so it was dope to see. Yeah,
Dope shit. Go shit.
Green Inspirational Academy. I'm trying to get my nephew there. So, Pooh, if you're watching, read my text.
Reggie. Oh, he dipped off. Well, I didn't get his thing. C5.
No. What up?
What you got going on new? What you working, brother?
New and exciting. We got a couple new songs that I really been fucking with. I really want to drop. So keep your eyes posted for a couple new songs dropping on Spotify called Hard Times. One of them, Hard Times, I really like. Obviously, it's about the hard times we're all going through right now. So keep your eyes and ears open and ready for that one.
Man, it better not be no depressing shit, man.
Yeah. Hard times. It's pretty dope. So we go to
looking forward to it.
It's so weird without Big Chicken here, but we're gonna make it work.
I know, man.
I feel out of my element. So we're gonna go NBA first, C5.
Oh gosh. Oh Lord.
So wait, let me go ahead.
Yep. Pulling up. I'm pulling up. Heard you were looking for me. I'm pulling up. Heard you were looking for me. I'm pulling up.
I love Chris Rich.
I'm pulling up.
So let's get right into it. NBA.
Oh shit.
The Pacers eliminate the Cavs. Send them fishing. Go home. Grab your fishing poles. It's time for vacation, boys.
Ugh, damn. Hurts my heart. Hurts my heart. I hate to see it happen.
I don't got nothing to say.
Now, there was 3 key players out this series that really led to this this loss. This boot out the playoffs. Mobley, Garland, and Hunter. They were out. Put them in a bad spot. Tyrese Halliburton also had a game winner this series, and he's second time to the conference finals. What do you guys feel about him? Is he really the truth or what?
Yeah, he's definitely the truth. He's an extraordinary player, man, who's stepping up in big minutes, and I guess a lot of eyes weren't on Indiana this year, like they should have been, because they've I believe it was like after they started off with a few people hurt, and they got healthy, and then they just took off on a tear. I believe like something crazy. I think it was like 40 something to 16 tear, or whatever, something crazy. So, props to them. My brother may disagree, but I'm gonna say not necessarily the player, but the mentality. Like they need that. They're missing like that Draymond Green, Marcus Smart type of presence on there, like that hard-nosed, tough guy that's not going to allow them to keep getting pushed around during games. I think they're kind of missing that toughness a little bit, or that player that's kind of like their enforcer. And I think that would have helped them out a lot, but really they got out coached too. So that's what I feel on it.
D80.
Halliburton sucks.
Do you guys think the Pacers are going to become the biggest threat in the East for a while?
No.
Or do you think it's going to go back and forth?
He's Reggie Miller. That's it. That's it.
You said he's Reggie Miller. That's it.
Yep.
Damn.
A couple moments in the spotlight. On to the next. No, I'm playing.
It hurt.
I love Reggie Miller. Though. Halliburton, F him.
Oh,
he had
man.
31 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists in the elimination. And D. Mitchell had 35, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Top 2 scorers on either team. I mean, as a Thunder fan, I'm glad to see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Then let's talk about Oklahoma and shit. I mean, we can talk about something else. I mean, there's other shit.
It hurts. Oh man. Hey, bro, ain't no sunshine when it's gone. But at least D. Mitchell stepped up a lot in this game to try to keep it close.
He did. I mean, he was doing
I just
everything.
honestly feel that every playoffs, that backcourt size gets exposed. Garland's size is just, I know what he brings offensively, but when he gives up defensively, and when everything just centers around D. Mitchell, it hurts, man. It hurts a lot.
Wasn't Jared Allen supposed to be like that dude, that big dude for him?
Man, we're gonna trade Jared Allen and D. Mitchell, not D. Mitchell, but Garland for Giannis. Woo-hoo!
Y'all should trade the Max Strus dude while he still got a little bit of value.
Yeah, whoever they want, except for Mobley. And hell, I'll listen to talks about Mitchell.
Man.
He averaged 34
You're gonna have to
to
get Mobley to get John. Yeah.
34.2, 5.8 rebounds, and 3.8 assists this series. Donovan Mitchell, god damn, bro, put that fucking team on his back. Anyway, we'll move on. I know you guys don't want to hear it and dwell on it for too long.
You can't blame Donovan for that. Even if he would have played terribly, you can't blame him for that. When you got injuries and you got Garland out, I mean,
yeah, that's what I was saying. You
it's
missed
a tough series to win, especially when you got a point guard that's 6'8" on you.
All right, we can move on.
We got the surprise Knicks leading the Celtics 3-1. The last game, Jason Tatum had 42 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, but he got injured in the last 3 minutes. They still have not put out an update, but apparently he did go under and get his MRI.
I thought he had the surgery already.
Yeah, I think I've seen
his ACL.
Did he? It was ACL. I didn't see anything.
They did it. They knew he was out that night. They did the surgery that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fucked up.
His ACL. First leak here. You heard it here first, guys. We got the first leaks.
Yep.
Man.
Fucked
up.
He probably about to replace what's his face that used to be reporting
He
on
left it on the court.
time.
I mean,
Yeah, he just retired. Woj or whatever.
Not Woj. What's the one that LeBron said? This dude act like he know me and shit. The little chunky Windhorst. Brian Windhorst. Windy. He about to replace Windy. He gonna be like, yeah, LeBron. He coming back to Cleveland. Rumor has it. All right, my bad. So,
for what? They ain't gonna win.
who?
Currently, Game 5 is tied right now, 59-59. It's halftime.
Damn.
Man,
Are
Jalen
they,
Brunson.
where are they at? Are they in New York?
I believe so. Yeah. And then it goes back. Wait.
No, I think they're in Boston.
Are they in Boston?
No, they're in Boston. Yeah.
Oh. Boston could. Well, Boston could win this.
Derek White already has 19 tonight. Jalen's
Man,
got
it's tied up.
13.
Yeah, Jalen gonna have to make his money tonight. I mean, the
They
black
can
Jalen,
win, but they're not gonna win the series.
not the white Jalen.
Yeah.
You gonna have to step it up, man. I mean, he got paid $220,000 million.
They outmatched.
Right now they are. Last game, Derek White and Jaylen Brown were the next leading scorers with 23 and 20. Jalen Brunson last game had 39 points, 5 rebounds, 12 assists, and Cat and Bridges both had 23. I don't know. I really want the Knicks to win this one too.
So the problem before Jason Tatum even went out is like, okay, so the Celtics have an advantage over most teams in the NBA, right? They got a whole bunch of little guards that'll lock your ass down, right? They got about like a 4 or 5 fucking man rotation just from point guard to wing.
Well,
but
and
inside,
they're
they're
all their
relatively
job
weak,
is, too.
other than Porzingis, which is he's a beanpole, right? Yep. And now you're getting bodied inside by 2 big 7-foot motherfuckers. They're getting every rebound on you. We want players to leave it all on the court, right? Jason Tatum literally played his heart out last night, and he'll never be the same. Sad.
I mean, we'll see if he ever is the same. But I don't know.
If they let him use HGH, he'll be back.
He won't be.
If they let him use HGH, he'll be back.
He can't. He's not going to be as explosive. Well, yeah, maybe.
Human growth hormone, man. If they let him use that, he's gonna be fine.
He'll be able to shoot still. He just ain't going to be like.
Kobe Bryant did it. A lot of people do it.
What, did Derrick Rose go through it?
But when Kobe, he
I don't
was
think so.
a lot older.
I don't think Derrick Rose did it, to be honest with you.
Big Chicken's back. Yay!
Big chicken.
Big Chicken.
Saved the day.
Cussing ass motherfucker.
Hey, he just lectured us about cussing each other out and he cussed Big Chicken out when he came back.
Yeah, man.
I know you're excited, Chicken. What's going on in the playoffs right now?
See, because of Big Chicken.
OKC could have an easy road to the championship, bro.
Who?
OKC.
They ain't played no damn body.
They're playing the Nuggets. What the fuck are you talking about right now?
No, bro, we're not starting this again. We're not starting this again because you're going to get Chicken started on Jokic again, all right? We're not doing
What
that
are you talking
again.
about? The Nuggets.
Stop instigating.
Nah, the Nuggets are a nobody. All right. Let me just stop, I guess.
They used to be.
Oh, yo.
OKC lead the Nuggets 3-2. It's still anybody's series, though. Let me say that. OKC needs to start rebounding. Chet is too itty bitty. They got that man Joker having like 20 rebounds a fucking game, bro.
Michael Porter Jr. gonna get traded in the middle of the series.
He should.
He hurt right now.
No, he's not.
Oh,
He
yeah,
didn't
he
play the
is.
last- I thought he played the last game.
He's playing, but he's playing hurt.
Oh, okay. About to say, he
He can't even lift his shoulder, but like so high or whatever. He has some serious whatever.
I thought
That explained it. So I take
He's
back
making me
what I
look
said.
real
Then he
stupid.
can't play.
Nah, C5.
He shouldn't play that.
He already did that when he was healthy. He picked up an MVP maybe someday in the future. Yeah. Hey, when you said that, I got off that exit real quick. I was like, here's where this is my
If he
stuff
can't
right
lift his arm up,
Yeah, he shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah.
here. I don't know if he's just there because of his body, his size, and he can still play some decent
'Cause
defense.
he's a
I don't
shooter.
know, but yeah, he can't shoot shit.
Right.
Well, this is Shea's moment.
really.
Nobody else in the series. It's not their moment. This is his chance to etch his name in NBA history. This
Yeah, it
is
is.
his chance to take the title. You know, I mean, C5. I mean, he says he's a fan, but we don't know. I mean, everybody says things.
Of OKC.
Right.
But
I've been a fan. I've been rocking with them ever since it was a team, bro. But
okay, I dig it. But as far as I'm concerned, Shea has to win the series. He has to. He can't. They can't lose. So the Nuggets already got a championship. OKC doesn't. So let these guys get an opportunity. Not let them, but I want them to take it. Not let them. I want them to take it.
if there was ever a year to take it, it's this year.
Basically, yeah.
While things are shaking up in the East, you already lead the series. Just finish it off.
This might be nothing, but they fighting right now in the Knicks game.
Really, it came right back to half when they started fighting.
In Boston,
They was getting close to it. Him and Jalen, Josh Hart and Jalen.
oh wow.
Jalen.
Oh, Jalen Brown. Oh wow, Jalen Brown is not happy right now. He's just pushing dudes for no reason.
You get a tech. You get a tech. You get a tech.
You get attacked. You get attacked.
It's about
Man,
to happen. Man, I ain't gonna front. I didn't even watch that fucking Cavs game last night. I was watching hockey.
He knew it was about to
you
happen.
knew what it was. You already
Yeah.
know what it is.
Dallas versus Winnipeg. It was great, man. Oh my gosh. It was goalie on goalie. Let me stop.
Hey, did y'all know Snoop Dogg bought a hockey team?
Really,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I didn't know it either.
Yep, and controlling interest in it, not just like a member. He's controlling interest. There's got to be like
hockey's legit, man. I've been getting more and more into it, going to the Monsters games. And shouts out to Stephen. He's my ticket guy at Rocket Mortgage, man. He be looking out. So I'll be sneaking in that shit. I don't be talking about it though because people probably think it's weird.
This dude said, "I'll be talking about it as we live on the podcast."
Right.
I mean, like when it be happening. That's
Okay.
when never mind, man. Like I don't be in a group chat like, "Hey, motherfuckers, guess where I'm at?" Like that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Wow, you can stun on us. Only person gonna get mad is Miguel.
No, I wouldn't consider that stunning. I just be like, man, hey, just something different, just because to truth be told, I don't even know half the fucking rules. I just know that when you hit the ball in the net, you get 1 point.
I mean the puck.
And then when the puck. So. And then when you hit somebody, it's high sticking, and you got a penalty, and then you got to sit in the box for like a count, and then the count clock, you got to sit there until that happen. Yeah, and then also you can lose players if you do it too much, and then the other team can have like 5 people. You can only have 4, maybe 3. Or if you do too much fuck shit, they take your goalie out, and it's some crazy rules. Like I think that football should adopt some of that shit for real. Like you keep fucking around, sit your ass down, and there's 10 men on this field.
I think they should have football guys take their helmets off and go square up.
No, you don't want that. Black people fight enough.
Yeah, that's true. It will. Right.
Yeah. But anyway, shouts out to OKC, man.
Last game, Joker had 44 points with 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and Jamal Murray had 28. Shea had 31.6 rebounds, 7 assists. And next game, they're headed back to Denver. I'm a little bit nervous. I think it's going to Game 7.
I'm gonna give you some advice. It's not how many you shoot; it's who you shoot.
Wait, what?
I'm about to say.
I'll have what he's having.
That's the same exact situation like with Boston. Denver got some serious fucking matchups for Oakland.
Yes.
So, I mean, on paper, Denver is a better looking team anyway, if you ask me.
Yeah, to a degree, but you can't
It's
measure
just-
Chet. Chet's a beast, man. People don't understand that. Like this dude's
He's too
presence is
little, bro.
legit.
He's too little. And what was the
But again,
the other
he's
dude
still
hurt her?
growing. He is still growing. He only been in the league 3 years? Like give him
Just
time.
kidding.
Give him time. They said the same thing about Kevin Durant. He's too skinny. Give him time, man. He'll be it.
But he don't play like Kevin Durant. His play style is different.
Ooh,
I'm
Chet?
talking about body type. I'm not talking about
Right.
play style.
Are you talking about Wimby and Chet?
Fair enough. No, he said Kevin Durant and Chet are built the same. Just body.
Yeah,
weight.
like body type, not like scoring title shit. You know what I'm saying? I meant like his body type. Just let him develop into it. He'll be all right.
And I'm not even saying that he needs to get bigger. I just think he needs to figure out more what his play style actually is and who he wants to be as a player, right? Because it's cool if you want to be out on the wing and more mid-range type player and get outside of the paint. But unfortunately, his team needs him right now to be inside the paint and be one of those big dudes. And right now in this series, he can't compare to the best
Bro,
big dude in the
They
league.
talking
Or one
about
of the best big
he
dudes in
might
the
try to
league.
get Giannis next season.
No way in
Really?
the world.
I
Ain't no way
don't
in
think
the
I don't
world.
know. I don't think that trade will go.
The NBA mixed that like they did Chris Paul. Nope.
Who do you think they'll give?
They're gonna have. You know what OKC should do?
And
If they get a big stiff motherfucker, they'll win. No homo.
Hartenstein and Chet and maybe like Dort and somebody else. And don't they still got a shit ton of draft picks?
Big Chicken would have to look that up. I don't know how many draft picks they got.
Yeah. What's the next game in the West? The Wolves in the
If they had Cleveland Center, they'll win.
T Wolves, they lead right now. Their series 3-1. And last game, Julius Randle had 31 points. He's their leading scorer over Ant-Man. Ant with 30.
Wow.
He a beast.
That man.
Steph Curry, his hamstring.
That was the
caused
most even
issues
trade
in
I've ever
series.
seen.
Yeah, right. Now he's over here doing shit like that in the playoffs. Julius Randle's been going nuts. Actually,
Yeah, he unlocked, man. You know. A lot.
I've always liked Julius Randle, bro. Always.
NJ Silly. Salute to NJ. She's
Salute
there.
NJ.
So
He got game.
yeah. Well, no. I first off, Anthony Edwards is a beast. I will admit that. I don't like the way they put out the Lakers. I don't like Reggie's commentary on the Lakers. It's so much stuff that I disagree with, but as far as what he's
Because it
with
was
this young
true.
man, shut up. Ain't nobody talking to you, man. Anthony Edwards. I mean, and I saw this a couple years ago, but I just didn't think it would actually happen. He is really going to be the face of the NBA, man. There's nothing we can do about it, and I hate it. And I'm not going to like it. You're not going to force me to like that shit. I'm just not going to like it. The people that I wanted to be the face of the NBA, Donovan Mitchell, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Giannis, but he can't talk. And the one young dude,
What team?
come on, man.
His English is okay.
I thought it was it De'Aaron Fox maybe, or was it?
I hope not him.
Like maybe like 2 years ago or whatever when it
He
was
played
like
for the Spurs now.
No, but before that, I'm talking about like when he was like scoring like 50 a game. Like this dude was like really on fire. Then they did that beam with the light and all that other stuff, and he just seemed like he was about to just take over, and it just never happened. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, just the footprint is there, and he's stepping into it basically.
Yeah.
I don't know
Alright.
if I like it either.
I feel you. He's 10 times better this year than what he was last year, and that's crazy. I would have never thought that he would have ever developed to be the best fucking 3-point shooter in the NBA. He literally is, and he listen at his position, hands down, he's the best dunker. You can't jump with him. He plays like he's 6'10", and if you can't convince me he's past 6'4", I'm not gonna believe it. But you can't jump with him. That motherfucker's sweet. Period.
Man,
he remind me of Turan in the church league. Dunking on 60-year-old deacons with the hoop at a lower
teeth
rate.
falling out. He helping to put it back in.
All right, what we got next, C5? Is that it? Or no, we got,
I think right now he probably got more hops than D Wade, which I think.
Hold on, I don't know what you just said. What did you just say?
What you say, Reggie?
I said I think that. Matter of fact, I think he's overall a better player, but I think he has more hops than D Wade did.
Probably.
Yeah, bro. He definitely got way more athletic, and D Wade was athletic as fuck. But no, this dude is a monster.
I don't know. I don't even like D Wade. You about to make me defend him.
Don't do it.
He said I hate you.
Painting his nails somewhere right now while you about to defend him.
Man, I know, but
D Wade was a monster.
And what's the name? Picking out a dress, and Gabrielle Union picking out a dress for him to wear.
As a Kentucky fan, he single-handedly pretty much put us out the tournament. I mean, he got drafted that fucking night.
Oh, when Marquette, yeah.
Man, he just. I think he only scored fucking 28 points, man. But this nigga, man, I don't know. Reggie, I hear you, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Because D Wade, man, that dude is fucking like he's one of those creative players.
I
man.
would just say he's better just because he's a better shooter.
Yeah, but he didn't have, a Gobert or.
He had Shaq when he got it started.
Nah, he had Alonzo Mourning, a over the hill, past his prime, hanging on to better life, Alonzo Mourning. And they won a chip.
No, that was when Shaq was there too. Shaq was there. They won it.
No, but he wasn't a focal point of the offense.
Yeah, when it was Zach Cave.
I mean, Shaq was still drawing that attention. Yeah, this is still. Yeah, this was still. I can play Shaq.
Again, but he wasn't the focal point of the offense. D Wade
was a better.
Wait, so are we comparing Rudy Gobert to Shaq?
Right no way. Not even worn down.
I'm just kind of saying that Randall had more points than Edwards.
But 1 point.
You're not gonna really see Shaq outscoring D Wade in the Miami Heat uniform. It just wasn't that kind of a situation. So that's what I'm trying to. I don't know, man. Again, shouts out to Edwards and everything.
Even Shaq at that age is and ever will be.
No, I think you're right. As far as because I thought you were talking about is Reggie froze? So he ain't gonna hear nothing I'm about to say. Never mind.
Stupid. So Steph has been cleared for Game 6 if it is forced in that series. Right now, the series leaders are Ant-Man with 27. 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and
That's
Jimmy Buckets, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists.
See, that's the argument that I thought we was going to talk about. Jimmy Buckets versus Anthony Edwards, who was actually better. and it is clear that Anthony Edwards is.
I thought it was gonna be more of a talk too.
I did too, man. Like, because these cats never really went head to head like this, and I think that should have been the headline the NBA should have pushed, but instead, it's all like, oh, Edwards, oh my God. But that Butler Edwards comparison should be right there, especially the way Jimmy Butler took over these past couple years, leading Miami to finals twice. I mean, this dude is no joke. So I would just figure that would come out, and I haven't seen it.
I mean, if they force Game 6 and Steph comes back, it might change things, bro.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Right.
I'm saying no doubt.
So
Go ahead, Rich.
things could get interesting.
I would say if Steph Curry was playing in this series, they would win.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what
agree.
I just said. He's cleared for Game 6. So if they force it,
Yeah, but C5, man, you don't want him to get out there. Next thing you know, he on the ground like Tatum. You don't want to see that, man. Like
when they kept playing Durant.
That's not what I mean. C5.
How many
That's not what
more
I mean.
years?
C5. I mean, like if Steph Curry is 100% healthy, they whoop Minnesota's ass.
I mean, they did the first game, bro. They whooped them.
Ant-Man, yeah, that's me.
Like they whooped them, bro.
Can I get a key?
Man, you gotta just listen, bro. Jimmy Buckets is dope, and maybe the Jimmy Buckets from 3, 4, 5 years ago when he went into Minnesota and punked all them in the gym back then. But Ant-Man would have been that one dude that would not have backed down, even as a rookie at that time. Would not have backed down. That's just not within his DNA or his character. He'd have took on that challenge, and Jimmy Buckets might have got him then. But the next time they matched up, Ant-Man would be like, I'm not going for it. That's just his drive. This guy looks like he's a killer, and his confidence and attitude refuses to allow him to have to settle, be second none to anybody, man. I'm watching this young man. As much as I can say he might be an asshole off the court, on the court, this dude's a monster. So I ain't even like how he was doing LeBron, and I was like, man, he wouldn't do that to 28-year-old LeBron.
Yes, he would have.
Don't you say that? You stop your blasphemous ass mouth, C5.
Y'all must not have watched that Adam Sandler movie. How he was talking to old boy acting. That shit, what's it called? Hustle?
Yeah.
Go watch Hustle, bro. Watch how he was talking to old boy at the end when he was busting his ass in the fucking runs.
Man, I ain't got time.
I assume if he talks like twice as much shit in the games, bro. Oh my god.
All right, what we got next?
If I'm Steph Curry, this is a season that's always gonna haunt me. And the reason why is because the way it's playing out, if he would have been healthy, they got a hell of a chance to win it all right now.
I don't think they beat OKC or the Nuggets.
OKC it might lose. It look like OKC is down bad right now, and I think that against Golden State versus Denver. I mean, Jokic's gonna get his, but that would have been a good one, man.
It would have been fun to watch for sure.
All right, let's go NFL, Big Chicken.
Hell yeah.
GM season.
Killer, what up?
Started off, Derrick Henry gets a 2-year, $30 million extension.
Woo, show me the money.
Congrats, man. That's dope.
You know what? He can thank our running back for that.
It's a good deal, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, $15 million a year. He can thank our running back for that.
Yeah.
Seeing how we relied on a running back to help us get that Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? He can go ahead and thank the homie for that. My Eagles running back. He can thank the homie for that.
Listen, when it comes to him and it comes to y'all running back, right? I can flip a coin. Who cares? Is it one or the other? You know, 1A, 1B. You know, they play the same fucking way. The only difference is y'all running back is just a better receiver out the backfield. That's it. Either way, they're gonna get 1,800 plus yards. So he's worth every fucking penny.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, boy.
Hey, that man.
Saquon reset the market, man.
Go for
Mhm.
it.
Running backs matter again.
Yeah,
Woo!
for a person that they said couldn't make the market, he reset the market and got a Super Bowl in the process. Man,
Yo, shout out to the running backs.
I'm
Hopefully, Nick
surprised.
Chubb get a chance to get healthy and have at least 2 more productive seasons. I hate to see the brother go down like that.
yeah, for sure.
He's not getting that kind of money, bro. He's not
No,
getting
not
5.
again.
He's not even gonna get 5. Nah. You got to be crazy, pay him.
Hey, don't kill. I'm not gonna kill his dream, brother. He can come. He can come be the backup in Philly. Philly. We'll take him.
No. He's good enough to start. He's good enough to start right now. But what I'm saying to you is you cannot pay him because of his age and the 2 major injuries.
The wear tear on
You
his
just
body.
can't logically pay him.
Well, he could come to Philly for a season and still get healthy, and then go ahead and back up Saquon, and then it'll be all good. And then he'll get his reps, he'll get the rest, and get healthy for the next season to go out there in the market. And he can show flashes as he backing up, bro.
How old is he?
He's young enough to still help us.
I'm gonna say, ain't he getting up there though?
Yeah, he probably.
I mean, for a running back anyway.
Man, I don't know his age.
29.
Yeah, he ain't even 30 yet. C5. Why are you killing the dream, bro?
Because that's kind of old for a running
That's
back
the
in the
same
NFL.
You over there?
Injury wise, for sure.
You over there doing
Right.
ageism and shit, discriminating based on age?
Fuck
how you
yeah.
Hell yeah.
The most
Jay,
difficult-
Jay, you
the
know how you
most
sound right now?
difficult fucking game, right?
You sound like
Huh?
Aaliyah. Age ain't nothing but a number. I think that's how you sound.
As long as he's behind Saquon, it'll be okay.
Nah, for sure. He could be a backup for sure. But nah. Age wise, I think he's all right. But you know, them injuries, that's more of a concern.
That's
for
where it
anything.
starts getting dangerous.
Yeah. But we'll see.
And it's
can
on his
see him
legs. I
going
mean, he's
to-
a running back. Come on now.
Yeah, I can see him going to somewhere like the Saints and
As long as he don't go to KC.
Oof.
I think that'd be a bad pickup for them.
And that's
Yeah.
where he's going to. Watch.
Why?
Why? Why you say that?
And he's gonna-
Why
he's
you
gonna
think
chill
it'd be a
out.
bad pick for them?
Well, I think a lot of
If
times
they get him,
Pacheco,
if they get him,
and-
they're gonna go to the Super Bowl.
They can go
I
to the
think
Super Bowl
the
regardless.
punch that you have with Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, and I think they just drafted a running back if I'm not mistaken. I think that's a really lethal combo. And you might not want to mess up that kind of 1-2 lightning thunder kind of punch you got right there. Now, granted, Pacheco does get hurt, once or twice a season, so you do want some reassurance with that. But with Nick Chubb's track record, you know what I'm saying?
But listen, that opens up the play action pass a lot more because there's no way that you can't stack. You have to stack the line. If he's 85%, you're gonna have to stack the line when he's in the game, right? And if you do that with Patrick, listen, I hate the motherfucker. I don't like Patrick Mahomes. I'm a Denver Bronco fan, but I'm just saying, if you get a power back, I'm not saying pay him. I'm not saying that.
I mean, you
but
got
if
a point.
get
You
him
got a
for, like,
point.
the super low.
Yeah, you
I
got a
hope
point.
he don't.
'Cause he'll shrink that bot. He'll bring him in. Yeah, play action pass right over him.
Yeah, because
But,
Kansas
I
City,
see
they
what you're
running
saying,
backs
but
is
again, I just
it depends on what they're getting for. If they're getting for like $1 million to a year, you do it. But if you 8, 9, 10, nah.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think those days are coming. I think those are gone for him.
Yeah. He just need a season to sit there and play
He
on
gonna be
somebody and
in
not be
the
leaned
NFL, I'll
on.
tell you that shit.
And then they just need him for the playoff. They just need him to sit there, be some depth, not really relying on too much unless an injury happens. Let him still get healthy as the season. Let him still get his confidence back as the season go on. Come playoffs, and he get a chance to get his confidence back in his legs or whatever, and they start getting cold. Motherfuckers gonna get tired of tackling that little ball of muscle motherfucker, and that offers a different thing because Pacheco out of the backfield and he can run the ball, and then you start putting him in there, bro. Like you only need him about a good 10 or 12 carries a game. You ain't gotta feed him a lot, and he just can ride the rest of his career off still collecting checks, not being the main feature back, but still being effective.
No doubt.
Yeah. What we
Or
got
you
next,
could.
Chicken?
Next
Or
up,
you
we have the
could, no
Chiefs.
homo, you could ride him out. And you can just use him because he's disposable.
Sheesh, Reggie, man.
For real.
Cold-blooded.
Well, next up, we got the Chiefs versus the Cowboys for Thanksgiving.
Let's go. Is that gonna be healthy by the time that happens? You gonna be still healthy and playable? I wish DJ was here.
Probably not.
I don't know.
That's racist.
You said that's racist.
Cowboys and Indians, yeah, it is.
Oh, damn, that is right. Damn.
I mean, they can't do the scans no more.
It is.
Damn.
And that's why they always win.
But this team ain't gonna win. Dallas ain't winning this game.
They going
Dak
too
will be
soon.
starting. Should be starting in the start of 2025.
No,
Allegedly.
he should be. I'm saying, will he still be healthy by that time?
Yeah. He's on and off.
Probably
I don't know.
You want the Cowboy fan answer or
Give us the DJ answer.
Somebody phone DJ up.
Super Bowl.
hell yeah? And they're gonna beat their ass.
You gonna
He's gonna
stop
throw over
them.
3,000 yards.
Chubb could go there.
He's gonna go back to college and get an NIL.
Dallas is the main people looking at Chubb, by the way. That is the truth. They are the main people looking at him.
No, anywhere but Dallas. Not Chubb, you don't deserve that. Chubb doesn't deserve that.
Come on, when
That's
you get
sad, but I'd
selected,
rather him go back to Cleveland than Dallas.
when you get selected by Jerry,
win.
bro.
You get selected, we go to Jerry's world. Woo, woo, woo. Who we got next? Big Chicken.
Next up, we have Dak is talking about him. Dak is happy with the Pickens trade.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Right?
That's somebody else that can catch the ball outside of CD.
Why were you with?
Y'all got me another weapon. Woo! It's up.
Perfect
To the
fade round
playoff.
catcher.
So does this put them
Short
past
yardage
Philly?
target.
Hell, you know what? It does. Let's just say it
No.
does for the sake of Cowboys. I know it don't,
No,
but we gonna say it does.
man, stop it, man.
Yeah, because if it
Stop
don't put you
it,
past Philly, then there's not really much like to talk about. It's to me, it's rims on a bend.
Listen, NJ.
They,
Listen, tell these dudes Dallas gonna win it all next season.
Oh God, she's a Dallas fan.
No, I don't
they're
know.
not, man.
I hope not.
Listen,
probably
Philadelphia
like
is
the
better than
Braves.
them at every fucking position. Quarterback, Philly better. Running back, they fucking better. Wide receivers, they way fucking better. Right? There's
No,
no
I think
way
what's name is better
that
than
you won't be able to beat
old
them.
boy for us.
No way.
I
CD
think wide
Lamb-
receiver
CD
it might
Lamb
be
better.
even. It might be even. I think they're evenly matched.
Cool.
Because AJ Brown is great, but CD Lamb is great too.
CD Lamb, great.
And Pickens ain't
One
trash.
just won a Super Bowl. One was at home watching the Super Bowl. I'm gonna go lean with the one that
Oh,
was
she is-
probably playing in the Super Bowl.
She is a Cowboys fan.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
shit.
my gosh.
You got Jerry Judy,
NJ was
you got
the
Jerry
perfect
Judy,
person
and you got
until that
Walmart,
moment.
right? You got CD Lamb, and you got Target. It's the same fucking thing. They sell the same shit.
I don't know. Again, I think one got a Super Bowl and one don't. So to me, that's not the same.
You know what's the difference between
I'm talking
actually
about CeeDee Lamb
what
and Jerry
Jay-Z said, a 5.0 and
They the
a
same player.
4.0 and a 5.0? Am I staying 50 to 60,000 cocksucker?
No, he's talking about Range Rover.
Your Range Rover? Yeah, what's the difference?
4.0 and 4.6.
Yeah,
40 and 50
4.0.
grand cocksucker beat it.
Yeah. Damn. Shout out to Dallas, man.
It's levels to this.
It's levels to this
I-
shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think AJ Brown
levels,
is significantly better than both of them.
I agree.
You got to at that point.
Hey, y'all, you've been waiting to call somebody for a long ass time over there, NJ. She be sitting there like, oh,
Right. She typed that thinking about the motherfucker too.
boy, I ain't heard from Dallas Cowboy fans being super happy since Pac was alive, man. God,
Mhm.
bro, I think that
Because
Dallas
they're
ain't won since my kids was like, since any of my kids that live longer than Dallas has actually won something.
They're not a winning organization.
Yeah.
If we want to talk about a delusional team, we should talk about the next team, with it being the Bengals and Hendrickson not growing further apart from each other.
Idiots.
Stupid McNupid.
Yeah, I don't get that one, man.
They ain't got the money, man.
Maybe you don't pay both of your receivers top receiver money. Then maybe you have a little bit of money for a defense.
Mm.
You know what? And I don't think Burrow believes it enough to even take a pay cut for them fuckers because they just can't get right.
No, his whole mentality during this whole thing is like, nah, we'll be able to make it work. We should stick together, guys. You should just pay them their money so we can stick together like a group. That's what he said really during an interview. That's a serious thing he said. We're growing something great here.
Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
I'm great.
Yeah. Now, they're gonna mess around and sever that relationship. He gonna walk.
There's always room in Philly for a discount,
And
of
then-
course.
We're not even talking about how their rookie defense end hasn't signed his contract.
Oh, so they're thinking he's expendable. So that's probably why they're not paying him. My kid started off in life in full Dallas gear.
Hey, you talk about setting people up for failure. My bad,
Hey.
NJ. My bad, NJ. I couldn't resist. Being an Eagles fan,
Goodness.
I just couldn't resist. Well, my friends always been calling me a loser since I was little, Ma. Because you keep wearing that Dallas gear, boy.
Y'all silly, man.
We love Jerry T-shirts on. She said, I'm used to it. Yeah, it's been a long time. It should be by now. All right, see, our big chicken. What we got next? Let's start speeding through the stuff.
Well, last is Brown's job is wide open.
Come on, Shador. Woo! All right. Am I the only one?
Y'all see the video of them trying to get him to do the fucking.
Mm-hmm.
I seen that shit. That had me weak, bro.
I don't think the job is wide open. I think it's Joe Flacco's job. Then it's Dylan Gabriel. And then, of course, it's Shador. That's how it's going to go. We already know. But, I mean, they want to get us intrigued. The NFL wants us to watch and stay tuned and pretend there's a QB battle when it's really not.
I'm watching them preseason games. I know that much. I'm tuning in like a dummy. And if he go out there and ball out, then I'm like, hell yeah. Woo. And if he don't, I'm going to be like, but I am rooting for Shiloh more than Shador.
Absolutely.
I love watching Shiloh, man. I love watching he's silly, man. This dude is just wild. And he's just like, I ain't gonna say humble. He's just like aware of, he's just happy to be here, man, and just happy to be in the space and is happy with his role and not being the front kid, but just the kid that's getting his shot. So shout out to Shiloh Sanders, man. I like watching that kid. He just happy as hell to be here. He was like, I got a call. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So shout out.
What about Deshaun Watson?
He's done for the whole year, basically. They won't play him this season.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Yeah, his time in Cleveland is basically a
Say
wrap.
that again.
He's done for the year mostly, and his time in Cleveland is basically up anyway. They probably won't bring him back. They'll just keep him. And when he does even get healthy, they won't. Whatever case him back. He shouldn't see the field at all this season.
So when's his contract up?
Ooh,
They don't care. He ain't playing.
yeah.
It's a wrap.
Is-
He's gonna sit the bench. You're the highest paid bencher in the world.
No. Is he injured? And he
Yeah.
gonna sit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he tore out when the ACL was an ACL. He tore something.
I don't know, but he had another setback, so you know.
Yeah, he's
Oh, he the
a
man.
rupture of
He's
his
winning
right
out here.
Achilles.
Yeah, he ruptured his right one. So yeah, that's pretty much the season.
Yeah, and he back in January he
Kicking it.
experienced a re-rupture.
Damn.
So it led to a second surgery.
It's y'all fault. Y'all wouldn't let Nasty
He had a
Man
massage
get his
parlor right now.
massages to keep his glutes and his
Reggie, you
his
said it.
Achilles loose. So now he over here rupturing shit because y'all won't let him go get a massage by soft, feminine hands. Y'all only letting grown ass strong man hands rub his Achilles and buttocks, and that don't get him in game shape. He needs to be loose, free.
Y'all stupid.
Go Shiloh, it's your job. Don't lose it.
Don't lose it.
All right, let's go. Let's go. D80, you ready for tennis?
Yeah, man, let's do it. I mean, we don't
I
need
changed the
intro for
music
that.
so you can stop.
Oh, okay,
stop
go
me.
ahead. Yeah.
What you say?
Open up the door, welcome in the flow. Riding waves, I'm so high, drop Geronimo. Can't feel the earth no more, can't dig the dirt no more. But I'm still reaching high, up to the stars I go. I feel I'm so damn lifted, that Keith Murray flow. My rhymes get so explicit, that dirty, heavy flow. My tongue gets so damn twisted, we call it total flow. Why you so emotional? That Carl Thomas though, it's probably faded pictures, we call it Donna Jones. But when you love someone, you gotta let them go. Oh, I just plant the seed, so you can watch it grow. A ribbon in the sky, that's Bob Marley high. I thought I saw a putty cat, but the shit was dry. It's also elemental, don't crash or burn like Pipto. The cycle must continue, that once you freaking month, the cycle must continue. It happened once a month. Yes, right.
Yo, in the words of the immortal poet from the Bronx, dead in the middle of Little Italy, little did we know that we riddled some middle didn't do diddly. Listen to that. Right now in Rome, Italy, the Italian Open is on Smash. And what that means is the number one player in the world, Arena Sabalenka, the beautiful Terminator herself, just lost to Zhang Quinyan. For the first time in her career, Zhang took down Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Zhang look kind of cute though
Down
too.
goes Frazier. Oh no, Zhang is hot. I was gonna mention that next.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, but with that being said, Zhang now moves on to the semifinals, where she's gonna face off against Coco Gauff, and that is going to be a boss fucking fight. Coco's currently number 4 in the world. Zhang's number 8. So naturally, Coco should win. But this is power on power on power. So we don't even know who's going to win. Now, next up, I want to talk about Pistol Peyton Stearns and how she beat Svitolina to actually get in the position to where she's now in the semifinals. Now, listen.
You guys be rehearsing.
I learned about Peyton Stearns from her being in Tennis of the Land last year, and she was just kicking ass and taking names. But of course, she got hurt and then had to leave. Follow her career, and she is taking down some of the top tennis players in the freaking world. Like she beat Ons Jabeur a couple weeks ago. Like she's like taking out all the top 10 players. And for her to beat Svitolina the way she did, oh my gosh, beat her like she stole something. But anyway, so salute to Pistol Peyton Stearns. She goes up against Italian's own Jasmine Paolini in Italy. So the crowd is going to be booing her. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna say that metaphor. That might get us kicked off the air. Okay. The crowd gonna be booing her for sure. And shouts out to Jasmine Paolini, the feisty Italian. She is gonna bring the ruckus for all y'all motherfuckers. So Pistol Peyton Stearns, I hope you're ready. Salute. And that's our episode on tennis.
Hey, wait a second. Hold up. Don't take the picture down. Paolini look like she got a little bit. Is she biracial?
Yep, she's black.
Okay. All right. I thought so.
Her mama black.
Oh, I wonder what her mama look like. Just asking for a friend.
Yeah, she's just a mom.
Oh, damn.
Nothing there.
No, then that Judy song don't apply to her. She get it from her mama. What's she gonna do that?
No, but Jasmine Paolini's the truth,
my
though.
internet
She
bad.
just look.
Acting so bad.
What Reggie say?
He said his internet acting like
Oh yeah, he froze.
Look at the face he making.
He like Coolio.
He look like Coolio.
Come on, get right on up. Come on, Lord.
Motherfucker over there looking like how C5 be looking when he be watching old boy play for the not Thunder, but for the Nuggets. What the fuck? I put faith in you. You let me down. All right, let's go ahead and jump to closing out with college football.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government.
This that make it go dumb shit. Walk up on them and I ask them where you from, bitch. Yeah, this that make it go dumb shit. Boy, I go and pop the trunk.
Yeah, up this bitch. Yeah. No. Miguel was always violent in the songs. Talk about that.
First off, we're starting off Belichick's girlfriend not banned from athletic facilities at UNC.
Shouts out to her. And
I
shouts
seen
out
that.
to Bill.
Why were they saying she was banned?
It was a rumor going around that spread pretty quick, and everybody had the memes and the jokes ready.
Right.
They were saying like it was alleged that she was banned from athletic facilities, but it wasn't true. They said she was a distraction. She could be a distraction, but you know, Bill has earned the right to have distractions like that in his life.
I don't know.
What you don't know, Reggie? What's wrong? Reggie.
I think he might have froze.
Reggie.
I said she looks like a Smex worker to me.
Said it's Smex worker. You trying to say she for the streets?
And I said she looks like she's a Smex worker. And he looks like a John.
He do like he a trick. Bro, what you expect? He come from the Patriot tree. And if you know anything about them Patriots and people in men in position of power, they like to trick off. They like to pay for money. We ain't gonna talk about the owner getting hemmed up in Florida. Listen, Bill Belichick deserves to have a little bit of Smex in his life.
He is a trick. Look how young she is.
Listen, if I was worth a few million too, I'd trick off too. My broke ass can't afford it. So I gotta be loving and caring and thankful for what I got. There's levels to this shit. And right now, we ain't in that tax bracket, Reggie. But let us get some M's. You know what I'm saying? Things will change. Things will change.
One day.
One day.
I know where they find like that for cheap.
No, man. Listen. Just when you
And that's
Reggie,
on everything.
you gotta Reggie. See, you still got that us getting by and thriving, like to make it mentality. When you make it, you don't think about I can get them for cheap. I want the best of the best. See, he needs the best of the best internet. That's where he got it for cheap. Internet.
He's I know a guy.
I know a guy. Nah, man. What you think, C5, about the thing? The whole girlfriend thing, bro.
I think it's silly anyway. I think that they're just trying to grab at straws with this dude. Like you said, what the fuck does it matter who he's got around him?
Yeah.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
What does it matter? He got millions around him. There's so many old dudes around that's got young chicks around him.
Yeah.
So
I think the only thing about I just don't like her getting involved with the interviews and like basically making him get up from interviews. But he is at that point where he deserves it. But if he does bad and the team doesn't do that great,
he
doesn't look like he's getting better.
He deserves to get fired too.
Right.
Yeah.
The greatest get fired too.
Yeah.
That's what it is. What it is.
Man, you know, ain't nobody mad at MJ for he got a MJ. Michael Jordan got a little young tenderoni.
So what was you saying before my internet kicked me off again?
Oh, I said, bro, you got to understand. Once you get to that certain point, your taste changes. You don't need them from cheap. You don't want the cheap. Everybody can get the cheap. You need the expensive smacks. Quality.
So
that's all I got on Bill.
You mean to tell me when I get 70, I'm gonna be a P3DO? I'm not about to date somebody that I actually probably poked their grandma or their great grandma. I'm not doing that.
Bro, if she's 20-something
Now
years
they daughter
old,
or something, 3 generations. I just think that's a little bit too far. Like he can go out here and get him a 40, 45-year-old or something. You went right to the goddamn nursery.
Why would you go get a 40-something-year-old?
Like that's just like ridiculous. Because I mean I don't know. Like what am I gonna talk to you about? Like if you don't even know how like to read cursive, like I just can't fuck with you. Like that's weird.
You think they talk?
They don't. Yeah. What does they got to talk about, Reggie? He's not dating her for the conversation, bro. Look at her. He clearly is not looking like she's highly intellectual. She's
You're right.
Stimulate my conversation.
He's not like I want to pick your brain, bro.
Yeah, he's not like I want to marry her.
He trying to get his bricks off.
Listen, I'm not saying that he shouldn't. No, I'm not saying he shouldn't just splash here and there. You know what I'm saying? But that's just weird. I mean, like, I don't know. That's like, why trick that hard? You know what I'm saying? Just, hit him here and there, give him a little $200, $300 here and there. But you bringing a bitch home, you putting her in the wheel and all that shit. Hell no. If I was his kids, I'd hate her.
Listen, now there's certain things you right about. Like
she is the smart one in a relationship, NJ, because she gonna get put in the wheel, like I just said.
Oh God, she got all the control.
Yeah, props to her. She a hustler. But Bill knows he don't care. He like, listen, man, I ain't got much longer left. Let me walk around with this little fine young tenderoni on it. And so what? If I probably used to talk to her grandma or talk to her mama.
My portfolio.
Yeah. Bro, he probably didn't even have nothing fine like this when he was younger and just getting by his coach's salary. He ain't had nothing like that.
I just get a personal sense that just would, here.
Now that's how you end up with charges, brother. Because then they say you've abused a position over there.
That man ain't won 7 Super Bowls. She's not receiving for none of the proceeds from that shit. You wasn't even alive when the fucking Super Bowls were being played.
Oh, she gonna get one of them beach houses. That's all she needs. One of them beach houses. He gonna give her the one that's right next to Tom Brady's house.
Ain't gonna be shit.
What we got next, chicken?
Next up, we have Penn State is expected to be a playoff team again and Big Ten champs.
Like their favorites?
Yep.
Yep, they are the number 1 right now.
They just need an offense, man.
I didn't even get Reggie started on that.
Based on what? Based on what? Recruiting?
You saw what happened to them last year. They had no offensive threats, no vertical threats. They need to unleash the beast. They need to throw the fucking ball.
Need some wide receivers.
Well, I mean, I don't think that was the case. I think the mentality is the situation, not the actual talent, to be honest with you.
Bro, they was excited at the beginning of the year and thought Julian Fleming was going to be their savior wide receiver. If you come into the season expecting Julian Fleming to be that dog at wide receiver, I got a feeling. Hey, in the words,
I mean, you don't know what he can do because he never threw the ball. So you know what?
we know what he could do because we seen him at Ohio State for 3 seasons. That's why everybody was like, bye. Nobody at Ohio State was like, oh, Julian left. He was the one receiver. Everybody was like, he gone. I thought he would never leave. He was like the best. He was the best blocker that they had. That's sad. If your receiver, the best compliment you give to a dude who leave your team is like, he was the best blocker we had. The tight end was the tight end and the running back was dope. The tight ends and the running backs are dope, and they both the other tight end returns. They got good running backs. My brother is right. The offense has to be unleashed and open because everybody knew if you stop the 2 running backs and you can slow down that tight end that they had, that was Mr. Trick plays also, their offense can be made.
Limited. Very limited.
It's mid.
Is it mid?
It is, man.
So
It's
Jamar.
disappointing because I'm not even.
So Jamar, you don't remember that statement before?
What's that? Which one?
You don't remember that statement before? Like, oh, well, we kept him because he can block. You don't remember that?
Yeah. And he didn't even get to play no more. Penn State, he started getting passed up by the other receivers on the roster.
What I'm saying is that's what y'all coach said, Chip Kelly. When y'all had that racist ass wide receiver that got caught at that fucking country music festival, dropping them N-bombs like that, and they didn't fucking cut him, but they cut Deshaun Watson talking about. I mean, not Deshaun Watson, but what's his name? What's his name? He from LA.
Oh yeah, my Eagles. You talking
Jackson.
about?
Yeah, talking about he was a gangbanger, but they kept a dude that said that racist shit because he said he could block.
Hey, if you block, I guess
Chip
you last
Kelly.
a little bit longer. I don't know. And
Crazy.
for the record, Jackson was sweet. He was worth a lot more money, and he
A
did
wide
gang
receiver's
bang.
job is not to fucking block.
that was Julian Fleming's job. Sorry, I can't help it. I have no sympathy for them dudes, and I was about tired of Deshaun Jackson. Anyways, he was dope for a while, but his time was up. We don't want any game in our locker room. Only racists.
At least they block.
At least he blocks. What are you doing, Deshaun? Except for gangbanging. He's blocking. Yeah. He should have been
Last is President Trump wants NIL commissions.
This was what I was most excited to talk about when I read this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't hear nothing about this. What is this about?
Hey, bro, you shut him up by offering him free shit like a jet or a helicopter, and he'll leave you the fuck alone.
He's like, crack me a percentage off, bro. We'll be straight.
We'll be
It's
straight.
gonna catch him. It's coming.
Bro, this dude is for our country's been
I
for
can see it
sale.
around his eyes.
I don't want him in charge of nothing, anything dealing with sports, bro, because he don't get it.
I don't know
He
why.
don't understand it. Yeah, I don't want him weighing in on nothing to do with sports, no NIL, no. Even Nick Saban regretted bringing it up to him because Nick Saban is like, I don't agree with this whole commission thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, C5. You read on it.
Not really. I didn't read on it. I was looking to get more information on it. Hoping someone could tell me more information on it.
So, Big Chicken, are you able to pull it up, or do you want me to pull it up and read it?
You can pull it up and read it.
Sorry. Quick second. NIL.
It's probably some bullshit anyway.
It is. Oh God. Jetson made another one. President Trump reportedly considered. Oh, here we go. Reportedly considering an executive order regarding name, image, and likeness dues for college athletes, potentially to address concerns about the current NIL landscape in college sports. Trump reportedly believes the current NIL system where college athletes can profit from endorsements and other commercial activities is damaging to college sports. Saban's influence, former Alabama coach Nick Saban, a vocal critic in that current NIL system, before he met with Trump to discuss the issue. Specifics of any potential executive order are not yet clear. Need for congressional action. Any executive order to have a lasting impact, but of course, we all know need executive order, but we also know that this administration, this president, doesn't give a fuck. And Congress is all there just collecting money and not having to do a damn job. The manager's running it all with executive. So I don't want him touching sports at all. It's not going to be a lasting, even if it was an impactful thing, it wouldn't be a lasting one.
I don't know if I disagree with what he said necessarily, because it is damaging. I think it is damaging to college sports. I mean, there's been a lot of basketball teams that the whole team just gets sent to the transfer portal because they don't like it. So I'm just going to go to the transfer portal and see who's going to pay me more money and stuff like that. So, I mean, to a lot of these smaller colleges, stuff like that is damaging. You can't find a whole roster of people in a month's time.
Have you ever been able to? You ever been able to? In your small school? You ever been able to win?
So Reggie basically saying that you motherfuckers weren't winning shit before NIL. So
you can't because the big teams, the big schools that's winning now, Duke and all them had the money and was paying motherfuckers. They just was doing it in a way to hide the shit. They was flat out cheating. UConn was flat out fucking cheating. So again, what Trump is doing is he's trying to implement good old boy shit every fucking chance that he can get. You're mad because people that look like my shit talking ass are the beneficiary of the situation now, and no longer can you control them. So yeah, I'm all for it. Right? Y'all making billions off of these people and then talking about, oh, well, you know, they're just doing this and they're just doing that. They're not your fucking slaves, right? They're the one that's generating all the money. So I'm all for it. If you want my talents to come your way, I'm an adult either way, right? Fucking pay me. Period.
E80?
No pushback for me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the commission idea, but I said years ago that the government was going to have to step in, and this is just part of that because, of course, it's just getting too much, and you're going to have the NCAA can't oversight it, so they're going to have to make an appeal to Congress at some point.
That's what I was going to say, that we were all talking about at some point there needs to be more regulation within NIL. So,
yeah,
I mean, I don't know what that looks like,
right.
But to fix the current college system state, I think more regulation still needs to be addressed.
The commission thing is just another voice giving too much power. And thing. I think you go back to where you cut out the outside voices. And I said on another podcast I was guesting on, I've been saying it on here. You cut out the outside voices and you go to the initial argument, revenue sharing, equal revenue sharing from so every player on the team gets things. So college players are still getting paid.
It should almost be like a players union.
Yeah. And so all that outside noise, all these other motherfuckers who's stealing players away and offering them money and all this other stuff, we can pay you shit. Nope, we going back to that outside shit is whatever the case. You want to be a pro? You can go be a pro. You want to get paid off of whatever the school's making off of you? Guess what? You're now going to get a cut off the revenue that the school is making off you. Wasn't that the initial complaint? The schools are making all this money off of them?
Right.
Yeah, but I think the actual issue is
what if you're the star player? What if you're Carmelo? What about the Carmelos?
Yeah.
You gonna pay them all the same amount?
All the same amount. It's college basketball. You're not a pro yet. You get your pro contract when you go to the pro. It ain't got. Listen, you getting paid. You cried about the schools
belling.
making all this
Once
money.
I start
off you.
seeing that, and I know
What they gonna do? Stop going?
I'm belling.
Stop playing?
I'm belling. I'm belling. I'm gonna go overseas
We going where?
on you.
Huh? Oh, you messing up.
You said
I said I'm gonna bail on you. I'm gonna go overseas.
Yeah, you. There's the
I
option.
got it
is there.
there, fellas.
Yeah.
All right.
Salute.
Yeah, salute, bro.
Peace to
Love
you.
you, man. So I'm not saying that Reggie players don't have the right to decide if they can't get.
I mean, it
outside
is, but
money.
look how college basketball is right now. College basketball stinks, and it's because of that. You have better talent overseas and in the developmental leagues than you do in college basketball. College basketball stinks, bro. So
Yeah.
once you implement how you're saying that, these other leagues are really gonna take off. Motherfuckers gonna be like, you mean to tell me I'm the Iowa player state player of the year, and I know I'm a one-way to the dude at Duke right now, the kid from Maine.
Yeah.
Try that
Flag.
with Cooper. Are you fucking crazy? He gonna bail on you. He gonna go overseas and make 10, 20, 30 million, man.
Yeah, but he's
So-
gonna bail overseas anyways. But if
That's a
you're
tough-
Duke,
that's a tough-
but if you're Duke and you're sharing what Duke's revenue sharing is, then your Duke's revenue sharing is going to be different than some of these other schools, so they can still pay the whole team a nicer, higher percentage. You don't create animosity against your players. And you get rid of the outside noise, so you're not losing these kids. It's just other teams are just coming in and just promise some stuff, and these kids go and don't even get to play or whatever case. And that goes for college basketball, college football. That cuts a lot of that down. And like my brother said, the transfer portal, that also silences a lot of that. You'll still get players in the portal, but it slows down a lot because now it's like, bro, you're only getting what the revenue share is. Everybody on the team gets an equal cut. What you ask for, everybody asks for. These teams, these schools are making all this money. The players not getting the cut. Now the players are getting the cut. Well, now you do it, the players get a cut. So you're still getting money. You're not sitting there playing for free. You just don't get to get that outside noise. You just don't get to get that these local car dealers and these local these local people coming in.
If you have that school to
think
school, so then you just bring back power to the
basketball-
big schools again.
True too, but some of these smaller schools when you say local, when you say revenue sharing, right? So what happens is you can still boosters can now sit there and these other outside things can now still give money to that school, but they got to give it to the school and it has to get shared equally amongst the players on that team. So if you want that motherfucking player, guess what? You breaking off the whole school, you're giving back to the school. So even the smaller schools, because smaller schools still have people and they can compete because some of these smaller schools are money schools because of their, like Duke has money because their alumni base is fucking got money. Stanford, your Cows, your North Carolina is a big player because their alumni is people with money. So some of these smaller schools do get in the game because now their alumni can legally give to the thing and the revenue share, but it's just that individual player can't get that $1 million deal. The school can be given that $1 million deal, and then the school has to disperse that $1 million deal equally to the whole roster.
Yeah, but Duke has 80 people want to give him $80 million versus the one university who only has that one dude.
Right.
what
And
I'm
so
getting
yeah,
at.
but so it's
So in theory, Duke's still gonna be making way more money and be paying their players way more. So if I'm a player, I'm gonna be getting my scholarship to Duke because why the fuck would I not? I'm gonna try
So
to go
if
get
you're
as much
small-
money as I want as I
Right.
can.
right. So if you're a smaller school and
You can't
the small-
compete.
but you couldn't compete in Reggie said it earlier. You wasn't competing in the first place any fucking way, even in the NIL era.
I mean, it depends what you were talking about because there's a lot of Cinderella teams that make it pretty far in the
Yeah, they
NCAA.
do, and you're
championship.
still gonna have that even in today with this NIL thing. You still get these Cinderella players. The problem is that these other schools can come to that team that was Cinderella, like, yo, they may not get the star player on that Cinderella team, but the other core players, they can steal away with these
I almost
NIL
think
deals.
I almost think we kind of need to put a price tag on what your image and likeness is worth for a year. And then we'll say, all right, for your 4 years that you're going to be at college, we'll pay you X amount of dollars, $100,000, because that's how much we're going to use your image and likeness.
Yeah, Clay Sanders said off of IG Live, he said, I say there should be a
Billions.
cap that they get. up front, and the rest should be in the trust to be received when they turn 30 or whatever case or something like that at some age.
That's a good way to do it too.
Man, these are grown men, dog. These are grown men, dog. They know that the NBA is less than 6 months away. This is a one and done era. You
6
not
months ain't gonna get- 6
gonna
months ain't
tell
gonna
me
give
when
you
you gonna give me my money. I'm not listening to that shit. Is y'all crazy? Do you realize we talk about adults? Fuck a trust fund. I'm the best player in the nation, and I know that nobody in the world can stop me. Your
Right.
trust fund, smoke
But-
it. Because
But
come
not
next
but
month,
not
I'm
every
going
but
to
not
the draft,
everybody
then what you
not
gonna do?
everybody's in that situation though. So like
You
if
gotta
I'm
think
if
about the
I'm
whole sport overall.
if I'm there and I'm maybe sixth best dude on my team, that's a good deal for me, bro. You feel me? Like that's
Yeah.
a great deal for me to get paid $100,000 to go to school
Right.
or whatever however I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
And I'm not disagreeing with you that if I'm
There's
a
an exception
national
to that.
name,
This
if
is a
I'm a
hater move.
national name, I mean I want as much money as I can get too, but there's already ways around that shit. So if you don't like your option, go play overseas as it is.
And I'm
So
gonna take it.
I mean that was before NIL too,
That's
right?
true.
So
But
if
there's
you
an
wanted to make
exception
that
to the rule
choice,
that you
could have
said
made
though.
that choice. What? Go ahead.
Because Bronny was about the seventh best player on his team, making way more than that.
God.
Yeah, he was a highest paid. He was a highest paid high school athlete.
He was, though.
athlete. In college, he was a highest paid college athlete too. Again, it cuts
no
out
reason.
just for no reason. It cuts out that outside noise, man. It does. It just you keep it focused within a thing. I think then Clay said cap as far as like even from a standpoint of if you do it the one way, then you don't have to cap. Maybe you cap it for how much you can pay out a roster, period. So therefore, you can't go over this. And not every school is going to be able to reach that cap anyways, but your Dukes, North Carolina, whether it be like 1.5 or 2.5 a season or whatever case. But you still disperse it. If you disperse it equally amongst that roster, other good players are still going to want to go play with other good players. Like, yo, this dude is going to bring in the money and everything else. So they're still going to want to go chase another good player around. But they also may be like boosters may turn around and say, we can give more money to our school, and now there's a cap, so we only have to come up with this dollar amount. And if everybody's stuck to that dollar amount, then it can make it more competitive too. But players are still getting paid, still getting compensated, still getting way more money than they would have got before, and everybody on the roster.
I don't think that we really take it into context how much money that is involved with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because once y'all start doing this, right, all these regulations and all these rules, and I'm not totally disagreeing with you. It is wild and it's off the chain now. I agree with that. But once you start doing that shit, you're just putting the money back to the man because the money's still coming, especially when we're talking about football. All right, college football, you can't stop that. Now, college basketball, again, it stinks. It's trash. Men's college basketball is fucking trash. So I don't know if you know that you're the best player, and there's all these options we have for overseas, the developmental league. You only got to be 19 to go to the NBA. It's going to be kind of hard to regulate these players because they're going to start saying, "Fuck your NIL deal, fuck your college."
Yeah,
I'm going straight to the league.
But you live with that because that's just a sign of the times, anyways. Like college sports isn't what it was, anyway. So you're going to live with that, anyways, and you're going to get players that's like, "Well, I'm too good," or whatever case, and then they'll dip off. You're still going to get those players that is like, "I want to play somewhere where my family." But you still got to think about it. People are going to be like, "I want to play somewhere where my family can get to see me," and stuff like that. So they're going to still want to play. Some kids still want to go to Duke. Some kids still want to go to North Carolina, Kentucky, so forth and so on. So you're still going to have a lot of kids that's going to be like, "Yo, that's whatever case." But for 6 months, and I'm making, let's say each player on the team, the cap is like 300,000 max or whatever the case. That's still a lot of money for 6 months of school, and you're leaving anyway. How many bats they play? What, less than 30 when the season is all done? They play less than 30 games, maybe 35 games before the season is done in college basketball. The season, maybe let's say under 50, nowhere near over 50, 30 something to 40 something games in the season, and for 6 months you got paid $300,000 to go out there, hoop, dominate, and then what you're doing the whole entire time is you're interviewing for the NBA anyways to get the bigger check in the first place. So all you're doing is going to school in whatever case.
But-
now you got money. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I agree. I agree with you. That's cool, and all that sound 100% accurate and great. But when now these kids know the numbers, they know their worth, right? They know that there's billions being made. I cannot let you pimp me.
Okay, wait a second.
The
All right,
gig is up.
wait. Okay, wait.
You feel me?
So what you do is, in that instance where you know that the school's still generating over this certain dollar amount, right?
With the gambling money involved now, with the gambling
But
money
the
now
schools
too.
don't get the school. I don't know what the schools get
I'm
in
not
college
taking
football. I don't know what the schools get to collect off of the gambling money. They don't get to collect off the gambling money. That's more of your.
Oh, why don't they?
I have to look it up and have the answer for you next pod. But that's like a whole nother, because the NFL players, I don't think they get to get off the gambling money either,
Yes, they do.
unless it
They
goes to
trickle
a pot
down.
for revenue sharing
know.
for the whole
Well, their
sport.
contracts is outrageous like that now, and the NBA.
Yeah, but
I mean, they're getting money from somewhere.
Yes,
Yeah, they
that's
get-
why they get paid more
I
now.
mean,
That's why you see
it's got to be a contract written somewhere that
Yes.
says we get a percentage of the bets based off what you make for let you bet on our sport.
so we'll use in NFL. How does NFL get?
That was the whole purpose
I mean,
of them.
the
allowing
NFL.
that
I mean,
shit
the NFL as an
for
organization.
the money.
The NFL profits from the rise of sports gambling through several indirect and direct revenue streams, but it's important to note that the NFL itself doesn't take a cut of the money wagered on games.
Really?
So they'll make money off of, again, the commercial, the advertisements and different things like that. They'll get a cut, or they get their cut like through that, different things like that. It's like has it on here like weekend things. So like
Anyway,
advertising deals, like for getting advertising
money,
for
bro.
it is still more money, but then that goes into the pot. So therefore, for the NFL, so the salary cap and the disbursement of the money that they make on a contract goes up. So players can now start getting paid higher contracts. So you still disperse the money, but it's dispersed to make the overall betterment of the league. Or in a course of college football, it would be the overall betterment. So some of these smaller schools, because of sports betting, will be able to get more money added to the pot too, or to whatever case, to get dispersed amongst them all equally. In whatever case, it's no different than the TV contracts when they do the TV contracts in each conference. Yeah, the Big Ten and the SEC get this certain dollar amount, but and some of these schools don't get to pull their weight, but it helps out keep the whole conference competitive,
But
and
you're
everybody
saying
gets to get more money to grow with the time.
Oh no.
Is he breaking up? Reggie.
I said, but you're still saying that we put more money into the pot and give the kids less. They're not gonna let you do that.
No, it's not that it's about less. It's about the overall thing of putting back into the pot where you're still getting paid, and then you can raise the cap. You can raise the cap based off of the number figure. So we're just using 200 things as the wild estimate, right? So what I'm sitting saying though is that it goes back into the pot, so each school is able to get more money. If you're revenue sharing, that means that everybody eats when you're making money off of gambling, because you're revenue sharing. You have to share a percentage of it and then split that equally amongst the team. You see what I'm saying? So even when gambling came, the NFL had to split that equally amongst the things.
That's a bad idea.
So but it helps the sport. So you're able to keep more players because now the schools are able to have more money in their treasure chest to help themselves and help get better players and keep players. Because everybody's eating off of it.
But listen, so it's a dying sport. College basketball. It's terrible, right? So what you're in essence saying is like, let's make it better by making it less enticing for the players.
Well,
You feel me?
no, it's
They're
you're
not
still
gonna
getting
do
paid because everybody you're talking about
But after
5%.
tasting it millions and millions and millions, they should have thought
everybody,
about
but
that first.
everybody,
Is what
but
Reggie's
everybody,
saying.
yeah. But everybody, the thing is though, is that
Mhm.
everybody wasn't eating like that anyways. You only got to select maybe 5% to 10% is seeing big money. It's like that at college football.
I bet now, way more kids are eating like that than we think.
Oh yeah,
are
but
eating
when
like
I'm
that.
sitting here eating like that, they went from nothing in high school to getting 20,000 a season or 50,000 a season. But but not every player on the team is seeing that, and only your certain players are getting the $1 million deals. You see the list that comes out. There's not a
Well,
whole
not now, because didn't the NCAA make a rule that the colleges have to start paying all their players now?
Well, yeah. So now it's the way they have to do a little bit of revenue sharing, but they still haven't whatever case. So what I'm saying to you is that now it becomes more enticing because everybody's eating. Everybody is getting money. Everybody came on campus, and it's not just the 50,000, it may be 100,000 a season because your profit.
You're missing the point. Because like if the big dog already ate, he's too greedy. He's not gonna fucking say no. I'm gonna make less so you can make more. That's not how that's gonna work.
He ain't gonna have no choice because that's just gonna be what it is. So then, therefore, what are you gonna do? Go overseas?
I don't know. It depends who the big dog is.
Yeah, go overseas, buy development league.
If the big dog is fucking Duke or Kentucky or somebody like that, and it's not just one dude, it's an organization, then it might matter a little bit more.
It matters overall because it's the betterment of when you have to make the decision. You can't be like, yo, we're going to lose some kids. We were losing kids anyways. Guys were going to before all the NIL. Guys were going to the G League, going overseas anyway. They're going to still do it. But what happens is they don't get seen as much. They're not on TV as much, so they don't get the spotlight in whatever case. That's why Cooper Flagg probably out of high school could have went overseas and probably made more money, but he wouldn't have got seen.
I don't know. I bet you he's making millions.
He is making. I'm sure he's making millions and whatnot. And so now he's going to turn around, and he might not have made millions, but he might have made 500,000 instead of 1.2 million. He might have made 500,000 for 6 months.
Right.
But now that's the only option you have, or you can go overseas and maybe if you're one of the few kids out of high school, get $1 million plus deal. Maybe if you're lucky, everybody ain't getting that. But you're at least getting 500,000 to show up and play for Duke.
The big dogs could fuck it up for everybody, bro, and say fuck that. We ain't doing all that shit. Because we ain't. But no, they're gonna stay right where they're at, and they're just gonna keep eating. They're gonna keep making their millions, and they're gonna say fuck you, bro. I'm Cooper Flagg. I mean, I'm the one that's making us win all these games. You could take the team minimum, bro. I don't care. You know, and I think there's gonna be a lot of pushback for regulation from the players and shit like that.
Yeah, they're gonna fuss, but where they gonna go? That's what I mean.
I mean, I don't know.
That's all you have.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much power the players have. I mean, that's
they don't have no power.
Yeah, I mean, that's really up for the organization to decide how much they want to take them into consideration.
They don't have no power. Like they don't have no power. Like in the sense of they could be like, yo, I'm not playing. Guess what? There's gonna be a whole bunch of other kids that's still gonna want that $200,000, $300,000, or $500,000 for that season. A whole bunch of other talented kids. You'll lose out on a few big names, but all that do is somebody else is gonna make a name for themselves anyway. It's gonna go on.
Right. All right, bro. I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go too. But yo, Reggie, you got anything before we bounce out? You want to go ahead and anything or shout out what you got going on coming up for the reunion, anything like that?
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so I'm having the Rand High Class of 2000 25th anniversary reunion. That's going to be the 4th of July weekend, everybody. There's going to be a 3-day event. If anybody's welcome to come, feel free to purchase your ticket. That is RandHighClassOf2000.com. If not, inbox me, hit me up. I'll send you the link so you can pay for your tickets. We're also raffling off baskets, and we've got a 50-50 raffle. So if you're going to be in town and you live in, my area, feel free to stop by.
Go Tigers. Ooh. C5, anything?
Nope, I don't have anything to shout out today, man. Just stuff I talked about earlier. Watch out for Hard Times dropping. It's gonna be dropping soon. I have a feeling. So
Yep. Hard times. Oh, shout out to NJ. Appreciate you.
Shout out to NJ.
Shout out to NJ.
oh, for sure.
Big checks, big deposits. I got it. Hey, run that shit up, Trace. Run it up. I got it. Run it up. I got it. Run it up. I got it. Big checks with big deposits. Run it up. 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 Big checks with big deposits. Big bag what I be on. Play the corner like Dion. Hard code like Freon. No time for you peons. Pandemic ain't stop nothing. Apply pressure, I'm job hunting. Risk good, I'ma bop something. 5